it. Try this one. There's two of them. Take one of the other chairs. Take the other one. We'll learn.
If you lean back on it, that's better. It's gonna fall right out of the chair. Yeah, okay.
All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I never have an agenda.
You gotta be kidding.
Okay. And we'll have a roll call.
Supervisor Hawthorne?
Yes.
Counselor Edwards?
Here.
Counselor Greco?
Here.
Counselor Hagerty?
Here.
Counselor Abbott?
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Okanowski?
Here.
And Highway Superintendent is excused.
I had some on this thing. Did we get?
He's at
Agendas?
school.
Did you get agendas? I thought I put them on the table. They're here somewhere. I did them, folks. Here they are. Sorry.
Here they are.
Did you care to pass them out?
Oh, okay. Well, look at that.
I had another pile here of handouts from last night's meeting, and they're stuck in with those. Okay, is there anyone else who wanted to sign up to speak at the public comment portion of the meeting? I have Mr. Ed Williamson.
First off, I'd like to say that it's nice to see that our code enforcement officers are taking their in-service training this year for next year. I got a letter from Samuel V. Riccata, Assistant Director of the Education Services. I sent a letter to the Secretary of State himself. He has indicated that Brace Talents has attended 16 hours of certified in-service training to date this year, 8 hours provided by the state offices and 8 hours provided by other certified sources. Harold Babcock and Robert Dalton have each completed 22 hours of certified in-service training for this year, 14 of which were provided by the state office and 8 provided by certified sources. Those two gentlemen each have to complete 2 more hours before the end of this year to give them their in-service training for 2006, and Brace Talents has to complete 8 hours yet to give him his in-service training for 2006. They sent me the course sheets and et cetera, showing what courses they took and how many hours each one was. Had they taken this same training in 2004, they would have been accredited for 2005, but they're not, so they will be for 2006 once they finish the 24-hour course. You take it 1 year for the next year, and the next year for the next year. You don't take it for the same year during that year. That's all I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, then we'll close the public comment period and move on with motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of previous meetings.
I'll make that motion.
There's 3 meetings, 5/11, 5/17, 5/25.
5/25.
Everybody ready?
I got them all right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, a few announcements. Yes. We have a tentative equalization rate of 100%, which was our goal. One of our goals. The other goal was to bring some fairness and equity. That was, after a period of years, it kind of gotten out of whack. So the equalization rate will have a positive effect on the tax rates. And exactly what, I can't say at this point, but that's good news. As far as the grievance day, I believe we had something like 47 people that came and on grievance day. So, and the board was very thorough. Was it 47? Yes. Yeah, okay. And spent a good bit of time with each one and did their job, and so we're moving on. I have another letter that's extremely good news, I think. This is a further response to your October 21st letter requesting a lower speed limit on Honey Hill Road between County Route 8 and State Route 48. Our traffic engineers have completed the review of this location and determined that establishing a 45 mile per hour speed limit on Honey Hill Road would be appropriate. Upon receipt of the official order authorizing the speed limit, the town may install the appropriate signing. Your interest in this matter has been greatly appreciated, and this is from George Duche, Regional Traffic Engineer. And as it said, we put the application in way back in October. It takes them a long while, but this time their response was to grant the request. Many, many times they don't want to grant the request. So, in fact, I just had a call last week from someone from that road saying, couldn't we have a speed limit? And I was very happy to be able to tell her that I had already received this letter. We have a liquor license renewal. Ruth, did you have that? Or
It's Battle Island, and I have submitted it and have not gotten comment yet back about their fire, if they had any fire violations.
Okay. That's just a notice that we'd like everybody
Yes,
to know
that they're renewing.
they're renewing their liquor license. That's, I think it's called Battle Island Wine and Spirits still.
So,
And I want to remind everyone, the public hearing on the proposed water district number 3 is Tuesday, June 21st. Again, it will be at the Oasis Room at Thunder Island. We had over 200 people last night at the information meeting, and so that's moving right along. I'm so thankful for the volunteer committee. They've done a marvelous job helping to keep things moving along with that. Now, old business. We just interviewed an applicant for the youth director position. As I read at a recent meeting, or someone read, that Jennifer Bray said that she cannot continue after the end of June. And so we have interviewed a person who is very well qualified and would like to make, someone want to make a motion that we appoint. Her name is Jody Marvin.
I'll make a motion, we appoint Jody Marvin for the position of youth director, taking effect on July the 1st.
I'll second that.
Very good. Okay, we have a motion, second. Any further discussion?
Well, we got an excellent resume, and the previous youth director also happened to know and gave her a good recommendation. She knows her. Figure this young woman's going to do very well for the youth. That's my
Okay.
only comment, so they know.
Ruth, would you call the roll, please?
yes, Counselor Edwards,
Yes.
Counselor Greco,
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne,
Yes.
Counselor Haggerty,
Yes.
Counselor Abbott,
Yes. Okay. We recently had a letter of resignation from Dr. Body from the Lake Neodawana Reclamation Committee, and we need to fill that appointment. Offhand, I don't remember how many years. I forgot to look that's remaining on that appointment. Generally, they're a 5-year appointment, but he will fill whatever years remain on Dr. Body's appointment. And I would like to recommend to the board that we appoint Mark Gardner. I've talked to him, and he's interested, and he indicated interest in it some time ago. And
I'll second it.
okay. And he's still interested. No cold feet. Good. Let's have a roll call vote on that.
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Counselor Greco?
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne?
Yes.
Counselor Haggerty?
Yes.
Counselor Abbott?
Yes. Okay. Is Jim Karasik here? No?
She-
Jim asked me to represent him tonight.
Did he?
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
All right.
Due to illness, Jim's not able to attend the meeting.
Pardon, I
He
didn't-
is ill?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have the comprehensive final draft and the zoning map to present to the board.
Okay. We'll take that as officially presented to the town board, and the
No
next-
comments?
The next step will be,
Not professional, sorry.
the town board will have a chance, I asked Karen to make up a few more or copies so that the town board can look at it. And within 3 months, we will have a public hearing after we've decided what we're going to do, and take it from there. Now, got some new business. The engineer from the Spartan LaJudas regarding the salt storage facility has asked for a change order. Apparently, there was, during the excavation, they encountered some tree stumps, and that was unsuitable fill material. So they are requesting the contract sum be increased by the amount of $741.75.
Extra concrete had to go in, right?
I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly what the remedy is, but
Yeah.
there was some additional cost for taking away those stumps. I know that, so. It sounds reasonable, we can still,
You want me to make a resolution?
yes, please.
Okay, whereas a general contractor for the salt storage facility project, J. Pryor Construction Company Incorporated, has encountered unsuitable fill material, tree stumps, during excavation, has requested the contract sum be increased $741.75 to cover the additional cost of the removal. Whereas the engineer for the project, Zachary Anderson of Barton and LaJudas, has approved and recommended the request change. Be it resolved that the change order will be approved and the total contract amount will be revised to $142,067.75.
Thank you. Is there a second to that?
No second.
Okay.
I just happened to be over here, just so the public will know. I came over one day to do something, I found out they were pouring, and I happened to know about this, and I didn't know there was gonna be extra cost, but that's what the problem was. I said, how can we get you, and they had to pull that out, and more cement had to go in, I guess for some reason for fill and more gravel. What's this here? Oh,
I was gonna pass that down to David, I wanted to look at some more information about it.
yeah.
Did you want to see that? Basically what is in the resolution.
The engineer too was, stayed there, was right there all the time. Okay.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second, do we have any discussion? If not, I'll ask Ruth to please call the roll.
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Counselor Greco?
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne?
Yes.
Counselor Haggerty?
Yes.
Counselor Abbott?
Yes.
Okay, I will send a copy to the engineer. They do expect to still meet their scheduled deadline, which I believe is June 25th at this point. I would like a resolution regarding the copier maintenance. We now have 2 copiers that are handled by Craig Gilbert. These are our older copiers. One is in the court office, and one is in the assessor's office.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll get this thing out of my throat.
Copiers are so much a part of our everyday, today work that if something happens, these maintenance contracts are very, very worthwhile.
Is this a 1 year?
And, yes. They come in, it covers a toner, it covers parts, drums, developer, parts and labor, so it's been very, very helpful to have, especially with these 2, they're very old, and we do have to call him frequently. Did we have a motion yet?
I made a motion.
Okay.
You can get a second again.
Do you have a second?
No second.
Okay. Any question about that?
Pardon?
Any questions?
No.
Discussion? Ruth, please call the
Back
roll.
in.
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Counselor Greco?
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne?
Yes.
Counselor Haggerty?
Yes.
Counselor Abbott?
Yes. Okay. And then the copier that's in Ruth's office, we have we purchased from Fulton Typewriter Store. We've had it for, 3 months now perhaps, and now that was free, so to speak. Now we have a maintenance contract for the coming year with them, and that is $255. These rates differ because of the estimated number of copies to be made. And this one differs from the other one because his rate per copy is less. The average rate is .0085 per copy on this new one.
I'll make the resolution on it.
Okay? Second on that one.
There's only a 90-day guarantee, 100%, right? You get the contract.
Well, there's still a guarantee on it for certain, I don't remember now, but as far as this is for the maintenance, it includes parts, labor, toner, all consumables except paper.
Okay.
And it runs from June 4th until June 3rd of 2006. Questions?
You answered it. Okay.
Anybody? Please call the roll.
Oh, I didn't catch the second. Who seconded it?
I'll second it.
Oh, okay.
Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Counselor Greco?
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne?
Yes.
Counselor Haggerty?
Yes.
Counselor Abbott?
Yeah. Okay, now, for a long time, we've been talking about the possibility that once we took over the school sewer line, that we would be able to add about five additional, actually 6 parcels that are on the east side between the school driveway and the road down to the treatment plant. Can you envision where I mean?
So if you're going heading towards the Spriggles on the right-hand side of the road.
And there's one person down there in particular who has been waiting for this, and we've told the health department to please hold off because we knew we were going to be able to do this. It was just a matter of time. And we got those that Mr. Guminiak, our engineer, and myself got together with those people, almost all of them, back early May, and they are very much in favor of it. It's a very inexpensive for them because the total cost is, for them, is 1/3 of the cost of purchasing the line from the school, so we're talking a total cost of less than $5,000. Then they would pay the city for their sewer bills, you know, so. They have signed a petition, and when they signed a petition, I got it all here for you. That makes things a little bit more efficient in terms of the procedure. Let's see. 4 out of 5 signed it. The other one, I believe, would have signed it if he'd been here, but he wasn't here. But we have more than enough people, and also we have to have more than 50% of the assessment, and we do have well over that with those 4 signatures. So these are the only people involved that are affected by this, but we have to go through the entire process to create a sewer district. And they have their own debt, which is that little
Nick wants to see it.
4,000 and something, and we will have to have a public hearing. I would suggest that perhaps we could have the public hearing before our next regular monthly meeting, which is July 13th, 7 o'clock. I would doubt that anyone would be here because it only affects those people, and they've all indicated that they're anxious to do this.
Okay,
Is that a good date?
yeah, that's great.
Okay. We have to advertise it and so forth. Now, the resolution, our attorney is prepared.
You're gonna do that the July 13th meeting?
Yeah,
Be a public
I
hearing.
gave you copies, did I,
Probably, I
yeah.
don't know, I don't know if I
of
did.
the resolution? Did I?
Monthly report. Planning board,
I'm tired
Planning
today.
board.
Oh, here they are, right here, I'm sorry.
okay, and these are my minutes, yeah.
I'm not doing too well tonight, I'm tired.
Oh,
There is copies of the engineering report,
oh, okay,
and very skinny thing.
yeah, 25 houses, right? So,
There's 5 property owners, 6 parcels, one of them is very small. There's a copy of, well, that's my original.
okay,
And here's some copies of the,
huh,
pretty straightforward. It's something we've been wanting to do for a long while, and we're able to do it now. It shows in the back here a map,
yeah, I see.
you know, of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parcels, in the description. Because it is so inexpensive, because we don't have to lay any sewer line. The line is in front of their house, and they can tap into it. Would you like me to read this?
Yeah, if you feel like that.
Okay.
You read
Say
that
that.
one,
Whereas, a petition has been filed with the town of Granby requesting the formation of a new sewer district on West River Road North, and whereas a map, report, and plan has been filed with the town of Granby regarding the proposed new sewer district on West River Road North, and whereas the said map, report, and plan describes the boundaries of the proposed sewer district, the maximum amount proposed to be expended, the proposed method of apportioning cost, and the proposed method of financing, and whereas the description of the boundaries of the proposed district is attached hereto and made a part hereof, and whereas the maximum amount proposed to be expended for the improvement attributable to the proposed new district is $4,667, and that's total. Whereas the estimated annual cost to a typical property or a typical home would be $526 per year. Said amount includes debt payment and typical annual sewer user costs based on an estimated usage of 6,000 gallons of water per month. And whereas the proposed method of financing is as follows: the maximum expenditure by properties in the proposed new district for the improvement in the amount of $4,667 is to be paid by the properties in the proposed district over a 5-year term. Now, therefore, it is hereby ordered as follows. Number 1, the filed map, report, and plan prepared by Burley, Kaminiak and Associates regarding a proposed new sewer district on West River Road North in the town of Granby shall be available for public inspection at the office of the town clerk during the clerk's regular business hours. And she has that. And a public hearing before the town board of the town of Granby, at which all interested parties shall have an opportunity to be heard regarding the proposed new sewer district on West River Road North, shall be held on July 13th, 2005 at 7 p.m. at the Town of Granby Town Hall, 820 County Route 8, Fulton, New York. And the town clerk is directed to publish a copy of this order with its attachment between 10 and 20 days prior to the public hearing.
I'll make the motion, you did there.
Second.
Any questions on that?
No, I mean, it's just people will be happy.
They're delighted, they're
Well
really
overdue.
very pleased.
Yeah, I've been waiting, how many years?
Some of those lots are extremely small, and at least one person has had the health department looking over their shoulder for several years, so. But we couldn't do it until we took control of the sewer line, so. We have a motion, we have a second. We do have a second, do we? No, okay. Would you like to call the roll on that?
Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Counselor Greco.
Yes.
Supervisor Hawthorne.
Yes,
Counselor Haggerty.
Yes.
Counselor Abbott.
very good. And, Ruth will do the necessary advertising and within the necessary time frame. It's a little too soon yet, but within 20 days of July 13th, and at least 10 days before the hearing. Okay.
What's your agenda?
Yeah,
Huh?
here it is. A lot of important stuff here.
Oh, we got all these.
County legislator.
Hello, everyone. I'll make this quick. It's beautiful, and I want to get back outside. Tomorrow's meeting is at 7 o'clock, so I'm just inviting everybody interested. I got a list of the resolutions. If anybody wants to ask me or look at them after the meeting, I'll be here for that. I got a couple of them I'd like to just make mention to. One of them is our Director of Veteran Services resigned, Mike Clonan, and Donna Kessler is named to be replaced, and we're going to vote on her tomorrow. She was the assistant before Mike, and she's very well received. She's the veteran's choice by far. That, and at the airport, we're going to vote on a resolution tomorrow to put in a 10-bay hangar. Most of the funds are coming from a grant. It's going to be there's 42 people or 44 people on a list right now for T-hangars at the airport, so it's going to be a source of revenue for the county and help promote our airport. Yeah, we got I don't know if everybody's aware of it, but there's a rabies clinic for August in Granby. It wasn't originally scheduled, but we had to lobby a little bit. We now have it for, I think it's August 10th. Does that sound right? Yeah, right next door at the town bar.
It's a
Wednesday-
Wednesday,
it's
so
a
yes,
Wednesday night.
probably is. So
Yeah.
Same night.
Is
And that's it. Anybody got any questions? I'll be
people
here.
have called and they're thankful that rabies clinic is
See,
here.
it's going to actually take care of this whole part of the county, but there wasn't anything west. It worked out real well. Hannibal, Granby, Fulton.
Pardon?
It's the same night as our board meeting,
No,
Oh.
it's everybody. Yep. It's just going to use our facility.
changing.
What's the
Yeah,
matter?
that's a good point. That's the same night as a board meeting. But,
The odds of changing that are
No, I don't
next
mean
to
you,
none.
we may.
no, we may have to, it might be a good idea for us. We'll
Because
have to think about that, maybe we
Yeah,
could.
that
go
was
with
an
the
open
committee.
date, and we
I
had,
didn't realize it.
yeah, we had to grab
I
it, so
didn't
it
realize it
wasn't,
either until I
I
just looked at the calendar.
apologize for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
okay. Yeah, it's no big deal. We're can-do people.
Yes, any questions?
I only want to make, what was that about going to happen at the airport now?
We're gonna put 10 more T hangars in. They're storage for planes. They're
Oh,
big,
okay.
long pole barn.
And that's going to come from grants rather than,
For the most part, it's gonna be grants. If we would've built them 2 years ago or so, it might have been all grants. It's, you know, the price has gone up on steel. It's gonna cost the county a portion, but nowhere near the amount. It's
and of course, these
the
are
biggest
all,
portion.
people are waiting to write them so that you're going to get the money back.
Yes, there's, at the rate of around $200 a month per hangar, and you got 10 of them, so there's a source of revenue there.
Okay, thank you.
Forever.
I just didn't, you said it rather rapidly.
Actually, we could build a few more if we can, we're gonna
Well,
lobby for
in
some
other
more
words,
grants too.
You-
We're trying to promote the airport. I mean, it's in the direction we're heading, so. Anything else?
Okay,
Thank you.
very good, thank you.
I know they get building and building, and they get the money back, and they're going to pay you $200 a month, and then you're going to lose nothing. Right? So, okay.
Okay, I have some reports. Dog control officer, 26 complaints, 3 dogs picked up, 3 dogs released, 1 dog on hand. Food was donated, the ads were $5, the monthly mileage was $335. The impoundment fees were $10, the adoption fees were $10. That's from Gail Callan. I think we've already mentioned what the assessors have been doing. Assessor's office. Historian, I have a brief report. Nancy, April, I attended the roundtable discussion group at Halfshire and Richland for area historians. Mr. Steve Jensen asked for genealogy on a Darius Bellows, and I found his name in the 1859 assessment rolls, but Ruth was unable to find death, birth, or marriage records. I notified him by fax of our findings. In May, I attended the planning meeting of the Oswego County Fair in Richland. Fair will run from July 1st to 5th, and I will be sure that there will be a display representing Granby. There will be another scheduled meeting in June at the Halfshire. That's Elaine Woolridge, our town historian. Planning board, anything else? A couple issues apparently have gotten resolved recently. A couple approvals lately.
Yeah, they were approved, a month ago.
Okay, I just read the minutes today, I didn't know. Okay. CBA?
Yeah, we met last month. We do have one variance in front of us now, maybe 2 coming, so we'll be having a hearing this month, the 20th.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jennifer is still working as youth director until the end of June, and she has at least one more event scheduled, and was going to try to get a couple of things lined up for later on that Jody could take over and handle. Highway superintendent is at school this week down at Ithaca. Code enforcement, I think you've got a report?
Yes, we had 23 permits issued, $2,182 in fees collected, construction value $502,047, inspections done 51, zoning complaints 1, zoning complaints closed 2, court cases 2, court cases closed 1, junk vehicles removed 7. That's submitted by Brace Talents, Harold Babcock, and Robert Dalton. And I also have Mr. Dalton, as I mentioned last month, Mr. Dalton and Mr. Babcock have 32 hours of training time in. They had 6 hours on January 5th. January 20th, they went to a 3-hour class. March 2nd, I went to a 6-hour class. On March 17th, went to a 2-hour class. April 19th, went to a 5-hour class, and April 21st, went to a 3-hour class. April 20, looks like 26th or 4th, I can't read that. So it's a 1-hour class. Oh, 21st, it was another 1-hour class. And on May 19th, they went to just completed a 6-hour class for a total of 32 hours. And Mr. Talents has 20 hours. And he's going to be taking a 4-hour class here. He's waiting for the, apparently in July, there's a state on the computer list of new training for the year. And he's going to grab his 4 hours off that.
Okay, he's got the rest of the year to do that, so. Very good, thank you. Ruth?
We've started our dog census or enumeration. A lot of people came in just before it started, so they were able to license their dogs without paying the additional $5. We just hope that the people that are taking the census will continue to do it. We've had a few people come in to license their dogs since we started, and we do know there's more that need to come in. So that's going to keep us busy all summer.
Very good, thank you. I have submitted my monthly supervisor's report, financial report to the board. All the accounts are in order. I did go to a finance and management school last month about this time, and it was very, very worthwhile school. Some of the topics included internal controls, personnel issues such as federal and state labor regulations, employment discrimination, hiring, interviewing, civil service requirements, classification, reclassification of positions, etc. And then there was how-tos of successful budgeting and how to stay off the front page was a seminar on conflicts of interest and ethics, and preparing an RFP. That's a request for proposals, something we occasionally have to do. And then there's RANs, TANs, and bands. We very frequently get involved with bands in particular, which are a debt instrument that we use for short-term debt, such as when we purchase a snowplow or something like that. So that was a worthwhile school, very intense. How about a motion to pay the town bills?
Get it, Ricky.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the town bills as audited for abstract 181 in the amounts of $6,944.12. From general fund, $13,913.69. From highway funds, $80.27. From Willowbob Lighting District Fund, and $26,581.38 from the Capital Projects Fund, salt storage facility.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's it.
Make a motion, John?
Yes, please.
Everybody knows about the meetings?
They're there.
Oh, I know.
I don't have to read them to you.
No, but Carol don't get it too often.
He made a motion. Second to adjourn? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, folks.
Did you do the second?
Yeah, you seconded it.
Okay.